Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the 1,000 subscribers mark. So, as promised, as I have said numerous times over the last number of months, this will be a Q&A. This is part one. This is the Q part, the questions. So this is going to work real easy, basically. This is my off night. I did a review last night, so this is my off night. So the part one, the questions, is tonight. And then once I catch up with all the questions and who made the questions, or the inquiries rather, I will make another video just answering them, but it will be slid in on a night, on one of my normal review nights. So as far as the questions go, drop them in the comments section. Try to make them, short, concise, straightforward. Nothing, obviously that's not going to be in. Don't ask for my home address or anything goofy like that. But anything, as long as it's put forth in a polite manner, I will entertain just about anything. And then a few nights from now, could be tomorrow night if there's not many of them. If there's a lot, it might be the next review after that, which would be 3 days from now. I will make another video basically just answering the questions. All right, so that's about it. 1,000 subscribers. It took 1 year and 9 days. I am recording at close to 1:30 on the 20th. It actually hit 1,000 subscribers on the 19th. The channel was started on September 10th, 2018. So not too bad, I don't think, although I don't really have anything to reference either. I've never really looked into it. The subscriber count as of right now is at 1,002, actually. I had to go into the beta studio to find that out because they've decided to round everything on the homepage. Thanks. I don't use the studios. I don't go over there. I don't pay attention to analytics, watch minutes, this, that, the next thing. I have checked over the last 12 months a few times when there was some piece of information I actually wanted to obtain, but it hasn't happened very often at all. But now I suppose if I want to get an actual count or anything close to it, I will have to go over there. I do have some shout outs, which I am about to do. These shout outs are the only notifications I got. I have said this time and time again. I will say it again though. If your subscriptions are marked, set as private, I do not get a notification of you. My subscriber count goes up 1, but no notification. I do not know who you are, what your name is, nothing. Unless your subscriptions are set to public. And I bring this up because every time I do a shout out, a group of shout outs, within an hour, my sub count drops by 2 or 3. And I'll be sitting here going, well, that is the 2 or 3 people that thought I just skipped them. No, I didn't know who you were to begin with. Anyway, that all said, Random American, hello and thank you. That's a really good name. I like that. Matthew Brogan, hello and thank you. Carco Dog, hello and thank you. Matteo Riccardi, thank you and hello. And Doris Barber, hello and thank you. Those are the only notifications. I did have one pop up in comments that I did not recognize, and that would be Pineal34. Hello, and if you have subscribed, thank you, and if you haven't, if you would consider it, it would greatly be appreciated. So, and I got that all done in 5 minutes. How do you like that? But we have one more thing to talk about. So while I was over in the beta studio checking out how many subscribers I actually had, I seen in the center of the studio that there is a new letter that has just been dropped by the CEO of YouTube. Susan something, doesn't really matter because it's just a faceless name that they've attached. She's dropped a letter about, the importance of the openness of the YouTube platform and how open it is and how important that is and da 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 da. And I'm like, don't click on that. Do not click on that. Don't do it. And then I did it. I clicked on it. And then I started reading. So, I don't know how many times in the first 3 paragraphs of this letter, open platform, the term open platform, openness, an open platform. I don't know how many times that is typed or said in this letter, right? But the whole time I'm reading down this, I'm like, here it comes. It's in the distance, but it's coming. It's coming. And I go through, another like 3 or 4 paragraphs of basically, just liberal millennial drivel. Feel good drivel. And I'm like, oh man. And the longer it goes on, the worse it's going to get, I know, at the end. So I get down towards the bottom, and that's when the other shoe drops. So it's really, really important. This is the takeaway. It's really, really important. The openness is important to the community, and basically she made it sound like the world as a whole. The openness of YouTube is very important to just... Modern civilization rests on the shoulders of YouTube and the openness of it and the creators that are part of that openness. Unless you're a designated minority population creator that doesn't fall in line with the rest of them. And then, oh yes, YouTube is going to target you. That's basically what this thing... And they even threw out some stats. They've been targeting those people. They've got their views cut by at least 50% in the last 12 months. So basically, it's so open. It's so important that we're very, very open. It's really important this stays open for everyone. And then, they went about, the blind girl that goes around like trying out things, and a couple of foreigners from downtrodden countries that do cooking shows, and the usual. And then but the big but comes in. There's these other people that we've been targeting, and we're cutting their views down. Because we don't think we got to look out. We want to make sure that our viewers and our other creators, I think they actually said, are safe. Now, I don't know how you can endanger anybody by talking to a camera, but evidently it is possible. So I read this thing, and obviously I got a little agitated. But then there's always 2 sides to everything. There's always 2 sides. But then I'm thinking, okay, so they're censoring me. They're telling me as much, in the name of some greater, brighter idea, or in this case probably an ideology, but I won't get into that part. But there is an upside to this. They're cutting my views down. I'm sure that they are cutting out all the people I hope they are. So, really, at the end of the day, they're just sort of protecting my channel, basically. We're censoring you. The purple-haired freaks, they're not going to be able to see your stuff. Those women over there dressed up as vaginas, they'll never find you. Okay. Anyway, I do thank you all for your support. Where I will go with this long term, considering what I've just been saying about this letter I read, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not going anywhere. Let me put it that way. As you can see, there are no ads. 1,000 subs and there are no ads, and I'm not even going to attempt because why bother type deal. I'm not at a tipping point yet, money-wise with this, that I feel the need to go into anything. As I've said previously, time and time again, sponsorship type stuff is out of the question. I may at some point have to work something or attempt to work something, whether it be PayPal or something, but we're not there yet, so I'm really not going to start getting into that. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow night, or tonight, depending on when you're watching this. And I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I have a number of things in front of me here that I could do. And when the time comes, I will do it. I promise. Thanks again, guys and girls. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.